welcome back to Animaechan. Today I'm going to be watching Dr. Stone episode 3. It's called Weapons of Science. So it ended in a pretty, how would I put it? Like, oh shit moment. Where you could see there was some tension between how they believe they should be going about things. And it's not like, oh, I think we should put the AC on this degree and you think, like, it's not a small dispute. It is huge. It is, who do we save everyone or we just save a few? Like, that is life and death stuff. That's not just, I think we should buy low fat milk and I think we should buy full cream milk. Like, that's like general life stuff. This isn't general life stuff. So I feel like it's actually a really big thing to happen so early in the anime. Episode 2, already that big clash. I was pretty shook. So I'm gonna jump straight into this episode. I really hope that, because in my heart, I believe that Tarzan, I haven't learned his name yet, I believe that he's wrong. You can't just decide for yourself who's worthy to live and who isn't. He doesn't know. Like, obviously, don't go into prisons. Like, even anyone would probably say, like, don't go into a prison and revive, you know, someone who was in prison probably for, you know, doing wrong things. Like, that's more, like, I can still understand that. But now, just because someone isn't, like, oh, he looks past the age of 16, I won't revive him because his heart is corrupted. Like, what the fuck? How many of us would have been saved if that guy was really in control of the world? I don't know. Let's go. Tsukasa. 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 Tsukasa.
いくらなんでも強すぎんぞ獅子王って男。ここはストーンワールド。まだ何の汚れもない楽園だ。純粋な若者だけを復活させて人類を浄化するチャンスなんだ。
Purify humanity. Isn't that what Hitler said?
ホラー穴の奇跡の水のことだけは死んでも隠さねえと。センキュー、つかさ、溜まってたぞ。ホラー穴の奇跡の水が。あ？その奇跡の水ってのは何だい？実際見した方が100億倍早い。ありがたく拝ませてやるよ。
He even cracks his neck. Sekai, good morning world. You better learn. I hope you have a change of heart. Weapons of Science.
よし、譲りは。ついに今度こそ本当に助け出せるぞ。司と二人、誘拐にしりとりでもしながら待っててやっから。超高速で行ってこいでかぶつ。すまん、今すぐ取ってくる。おお。なら一番早い俺が行くよ。だからその奇跡の水の場所を教えてくれないか。言ったか、司は。ああ、あっという間にな。さすがの速さだ。速攻で復活液作って。触れると指が黄色くなる。うん。奇跡の水ってのは硝酸か。
Walking around judging people and their pureness. I honestly don't think this is that much different than saying, oh, you have your blonde hair, blue eyes, pure, good person, you get to live in my world, you're not of my religion, die. Like, this is, it's very similar. I'm sorry, I can't see it any other way. That's what I thought too.
奴のご体操な。僕の考えた最強の世界。説明はいらん。センク。お前がそう言うならそうなんだろう。何かあったんだな。俺のいない時に。ああ。人殺しだ。
There's no coming back from this. There's no coming back from this. He just killed me. I'm in that pile. He killed me. I will not forgive you for killing me. I I'm not fucking a kid anymore. I'd be dead. Dead. Done. I don't give a fuck. Wait until you hear his reason. I know his reason. He has a good reason. Shame. His face was punched in when he was little. Probably the guy that punched in his face didn't have a very nice childhood either. Why else would he have been such a fucking big dick? That doesn't make it okay to murder people you don't know. Mm-mm. Go!
難しいな。なんだかとてつもなく。ただの仮説だ。丸1年頑張りまくった実験からのな。石化が解除される。
Yay! Girl, girl, girl!
譲りは。俺は。すまん。3700年も待たせてしまった。すまん。
Aww, Senku!
何も大樹くんが助けてくれたんだね。わお、ありがとう。
Wow!
再開トーク竹縄んとこ悪いがな。司が戻る前に即決めろ。道は2つしかねえ。全員で戦って司の殺人を止める。文明の武器の力で。即答だ。
Murder spree.
私も何か手伝う。
別に優しいお気遣いじゃねえよ。逃がしといた方が合理的かもっつ話だ。殺してるっていうのは、捉え方の。
Yeah, that's what Hitler said to everyone. We are not killing people. Don't look at it as killing thousands of people. We are purifying the earth. Only the good people of the good religion or whatever his reasoning was. No. Killing is killing. Killing is killing. You do not kill unless someone is trying to kill you and you are defending yourself. Okay, I'll calm down.
大樹や譲り派の前で自分の殺人を隠す気もねえ。司は俺が止める。
You can't. He killed a lion. Get a weapon.
素手で倒すやつ相手にすぐそばにぶち込んでともかく2人の動きを。
He's gotta be like, wow. Whoa.
だが俺をいくら殴っても蹴っても構わん。その代わり石像を壊すのはやめろ。人を殺すのは悪いことだ。自分は手を出さず殴られ続ける。よって石像は壊すな。そういうことかい。そういうことだ。何の取引にもなってない。もし君が邪魔立てするなら、いくら攻撃されても俺はお前を止めることをやめんぞ。殺すと言ったら
He had a brain aneurysm.
聞いてやがったが何日か寝かしとくしかねえな。赤の他人の石像なんかよりも。
Oh, we don't know them, so it's fine then. It's fine. I don't know them. Kill them. It's fine.
俺も自分のやるべきことをやる。邪魔はさせない。
Don't know any of you. It's not like you could have been, I don't know, people, parents, philanthropists, smart that could help the world. But no, let's just revive children because they're pure and they won't grow up to be corrupt. If they grow up under his iron rule, if they step a toe out of line, he'll just kill them. Problem solved. Easy. Of course he's right.
元気が有り余ってるくらいだぞ。
よかった。
そうだ、司だ。何としても人殺しをやめさせれば。待てて
You can't.
このストーンワールドでバケモンを止める方法は一つだ。科学の武器を作る。俺らは司にビビって大慌てで食料だけ持って逃げましたっつう感じに見えんだろ。どういうことだ。俺たちは逃げるのか。武器の原料をゲットしに行く。ゴールは箱根。なーに、ほんの80キロちょいの大冒険だ。
You know how Senku said, like, we're making it look like we freaked out and ran away, but they're all like totally chilled. Me? I'm not even there and I'm freaking out. I would be the one smashing pots and grabbing food and being like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, like this guy is fucking crazy. I'm not even there and I'm freaking out.
いやいい景色だな。
ちょうどいい。つってもこのゴミしかナビはねえんだ。今鎌倉あたりか。正確な緯度経度が知りてえ。
どうしたゆずりは。お。
あれって鎌倉の目印って言えば。
は
あ。わかったぞ。
見て見て。
どうしたゆずりは。誰だ泣かせたのは。俺か。
違う、泣いてない。いや、泣いてなかった。でもこの鎌倉の大仏様見たら本当に日本だったんだなって。お父さんやみんなのこととか急に
心配することはね。今から俺らで司に勝って全人類を助けんだからな。
そうだぞゆずりは。まあとにかくそういうのじゃないか。
いやまあ大仏は聖堂だからな。
見ろ、大仏の周りだけ緑が全く生えてない。
銅イオンがダダ漏れだからな。大抵の植物には毒だっつうだけだが。ゴミ6分岐の精度が上がるぞ。いただいてくかい。よせバチ当たりなやつ。とっとと寝ろ。休むのも仕事のうちだデカブツ。
安心しろ。ゆずりはそれつま先が石化のままじゃないか。
邪魔っちゃ邪魔なんだけど、なんか痛くなってたのまで引いてく。
おお、復活液には疲労回復効果もあるのか。
ねえよそんなもん。とっととゴール行くぞ。疲労回復液に浸かりたきゃな。
もしかして箱根のゴールって。
おお、
俺にそう思わせようとしている。なぜならセンク、君は尻尾を巻いて逃げ出すような男じゃない。決まっている。センクは俺と戦うために科学の武器を作ろうとしている。
着いたぞゴールに。温泉だ。
That looks so lovely.
富士山も綺麗に見えますな。
人類史上最大の発明品。
スマホか。
好きだなスマホ。違う。火薬の発明はごく最近で西暦700年頃。つまり俺らはこれから一気にワープするわけだ。そそるぜこれは。
箱根だ。センクが作り上げるその前に。
日本は終わりがてえことに火山大国でな。いよいよ VS 司の究極兵器黒色火薬の誕生だ。
Fire the smoke signal. No? No? No preview. Okay. Okay then. Only we'll do with just the name. I don't even want to read through the comments. I would not be able to deal right now with even one person saying, but Tsukasa was right though. I can't deal. Obviously, I get very worked up. Sorry, I just want to fix my blanket. Obviously, I get very worked up while watching anime because it's to some extent it feels like I'm there. So, like I said, I would have been the one to run away in a panic. But I'm not there. I'm looking forward to the clash of ideology soon. It's already happened. It happened in episode 2 already. There was a clash. So this anime is really starting to shape up. I love it so far, but I think maybe the end game was revealed. Well, then you're very smart because I don't know what you mean with end game. I should probably read the people's names that I Kalpolmeister, Jade Demise, Dr. Manfatten, a truly fearsome enemy, both incredibly strong and incredibly smart. Volt 2012, buy your new Beats headphones today, guaranteed to last over 3,000 years. Not everything has to make sense. How can Tsukasa know everything? Plot convenience or what? Anyway, I'm loving it. Well, he does. He seemed to be a really smart guy since the start. He's just not science smart like Senku. Like, he wouldn't be able to figure out necessarily how to make the revival miracle liquid, but he's still been set up from the start to be a really smart guy. For a bully that's supposed to be really primitive, Tsukasa's breaking down Senku plans mighty fast. This was from Godfather 12. Shimizu Kaito replies and says, Tsukasa's not primitive. Primitive men don't dream of molding a new world. Yeah, he's definitely not a dummy. Akapo. So two of the first thing they reinvent is alcohol and guns, the cause and solutions to all of life's problems. Well, oh, that's from Akapo. Darth Reaper, you forgot the spears, cured meats with salt and smoke, shelter, fire, pots, benches, list goes on. But yeah, obviously he'd need to invent the gun, only the gunpowder, only because how else do you fight someone that's so much stronger than you? That's the only reason. Like, I already talked about this in not yesterday or the day before. I watched Drifters episode 8, and they're also making gunpowder in that anime at the moment, which is weird that I'm watching these two anime that's about kind of like, it's a different time and gunpowder hasn't been invented yet, and now their enemy, like, to defeat their enemy that is so strong, because in Drifters they were fighting against a character that was also like this beast of a man, and the only Yoichi kept like Yoichi is like a really good arrow, what do you call an arrow person, an archer, there we go. So a person that shoots with a bow and arrows. So Yoichi in this story is a good archer and kept shooting him and hitting him with a lot of arrows, and the guy just would not die. But then you guys need to watch Drifters to understand how this works. It's about a world, and then there's people being thrown into that world from different eras, and then these other two characters were thrown in from their world and they had guns. But so the guns and gunpowder hasn't been invented in the world where they found themselves, but they were thrown into the world with guns. So that, which they don't know how to make it, but then they came there and blah, 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 and they shot that guy like he was dead. There was, because you can't, like, I already talked about this in that video, so it's so difficult to try and remember what I said and how I said it. But it's the same. Maybe I should find that video and put it in here. But would it make sense then? I don't know. But it was just basically about how, you know, long ago when people, even in Africa, like tribes were fighting tribes, and that's how they gained land. They would fight for it, and this physically strongest person would win, or the strongest tribe. You know, that's why it's not, you know, how they make it out to be in Black Panther. It's not the chief of that village fights the chief of that village, and now the winning one gets to be the leader, and it's not, it doesn't happen that nice. It is tribes versus tribes, everyone killing each other, women and children being used as you know, if they become slaves and stuff. It's not this organized, like how Black Panther made it seem. It's not an organized fight, and now they fight on the top of a waterfall. It's literally, it's vicious. It's all the strongest men going at each other, and the ones that win, they go into their village, steal their women, take them as slaves, steal their cows and everything. Why? Because they're physically stronger. So obviously you have one gun, one guy from a safe distance, bah, 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 bah. 10 strongest warriors wounded, so that they are in pain. They can't keep fighting. Probably like guns are really valuable, and that's why, like, long ago, I don't even want to say this because then again people are gonna call me, oh, that's so funny. There's this video of this guy called Long Beach Griffey, and then you're not even like, he has this video where he talks about oh, he wants to tell a joke, and he's like, this black guy walks into a bar, and Long Beach Griffey is black, so he can tell a joke about black people. And then he's like, this black guy walks into the bar, and then like a heckler from the crowd says, was he, what? Oh, I can't tell this joke. Can we just watch the video? But I'm scared I could get copyright for it. I'll link the video in the description. And then Griffey's like, the person asked, was he discriminated against about the institutionalized racism? And then Griffey's like, no. And then the heckler goes, so racism doesn't exist. And just because he was like, it was like trying to tell a joke, so the racism wasn't relevant to the joke. But anyway, so I just don't want to be called, because sometimes when you talk about stuff, and it doesn't even have, because I'm not even allowed to say, for example, that long ago some black tribes killed other black tribes, and then, you know, the colonizers came, and I'm not saying they did all nice things, but they did have fair exchange. They exchanged their guns and stuff to the tribes for, you know, slaves, which they had, because they had slaves, the tribes, because they took slaves from other tribes that they defeated to win land, and took their women. And so they, you know, I'm not saying anyone is in the right or in the wrong here, whatever, I don't care, I'm just trying to explain, like, they sold them the guns and stuff for the slaves because they were like, whoa, guns, if we had this shit, we could like take over and easily defeat that tribe that we're currently having a rivalry with, because they took our herd of whatever bulls and stuff. Like, guns are so valuable, and it's sad that this is one of the first things that they need to make to defend themselves against a guy that is so strong. Like, how else are they gonna, how else? It's how this shit is, it's sad that it has to be like one of the first things. And people complain these days, even in South Africa, people complain like about how unsafe it is. Like, why is it so we need to be prisoners in our own homes? We live like behind, like in my house, for example, we have walls, and then we have alarm beams. We can't just have an alarm for when someone breaks through the door. We have to have beams so that if they're sneaking around, we get alerted, because otherwise if they're at the door, it's too late. If they have a gun, bah, dead. And that happened 2-3 weeks ago. A couple of blocks from here, people were killed like that because they didn't have beams. So we have walls. Oh, and on top of the walls, we have barbed wire, then beams, then not on this door specifically, which worries me, but on I work outside. There's a little studio room. On the inside, there's this big, like, not only our normal door, there's a big gate that behind that's like iron bars so that people can't break in. Then we have panic buttons inside, and panic buttons, like, I don't have my panic button here now, but for my patrons, you often see me with my panic buttons. I have pepper spray. Like, why do we have to like be so fucking protective? It's so, everyone always complains, it's so sad that in our own homes we're prisoners, and really, it's been like that since the dawn of time. People are bad sometimes. It has nothing to do with your skin color, your religion, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with your fucking age necessarily. Although I do admit that I don't think people are born evil. You do develop it over time, but it doesn't mean like, oh, you're over 18, you're now evil. You have been corrupted, you need to die. It's just that the world is a scary place. There's good people, there's bad people. I don't actually think it can ever be I don't know. I don't think there can be, does world peace exist? Will we be able to ever get along? I don't think so. And this is proof. I really don't think we can ever get along. But you can't just say that, because then you'll become this cynical person and not at least try to get along with people. You'll just be like, fuck it. It's kill or be killed. So let me just kill first. Like, that's also not a good way to live. You gotta at least try to be a good person. But it's so hard to want to try and be a good person because there will always be bad people. So why do you have to be the only good person if everyone else is mostly being bad, and then you always end up with the short end of the stick because you're trying to be good, but everyone else is just doing whatever they want? It's all, oh my god. This anime, you know what I like about it? It takes such a serious story, like such a crazy, like imagine if this really were to happen. Imagine if we had the opportunity to rebuild the world. It would just turn out the same. Really, it would. I think so. Didn't I talk about Noah's Ark after the first episode? When did I mention Noah's Ark? I remember mentioning Noah's Ark at some point because I was like, I understand, God. You were just like, all of you, I fucked up, let's try again, from scratch. Noah, I'm not in the mood to make people and animals all from scratch again because that took a long time. You know, evolution and stuff. So, Noah, you take your women and children and all 2 of each animal and then I'm gonna make a big flood. We're starting from scratch, clearing the board. Let's try again. I totally understand that, but it'll turn out the same way, always. I don't really believe in. I don't know if I believe in the Noah story. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I don't really believe in lots of the Bible stories. I think it's more symbolic, but I also don't want to say that it's not true because some of it may be true. I don't know. Oh my god, I don't even know where I'm going with this conversation. This anime just brings up a lot of like feelings and I'm just rambling, but I enjoy it. Okay, let's try and focus. The animation is great. I love the funny faces they make every now and again, like it's exaggerated faces. Let's do this. See, I'm so all over the place right now. I don't even know where to start with my actual review. Let's go to AniList. Story is actually a 10 because I've never, I don't know about you guys, but this is the first time I've ever watched an anime with this kind of story. And it even has a little bit of romance in there because we know he's in love with her, and to me this story is an easy 10 because we're getting so much from, this is the 3rd episode. They've already established like the whole situation, the world, stone world, few people revived, smart guy wanting to save the world, this guy, a little bit of romance in there, an antagonist. And I want to laugh at people in the last video. They were like, oh, he's not really like an evil guy, he's just like an anti-hero or something. That's not anti-hero. That's like calling Hitler an anti-hero. He's not an anti-hero, he's just a bad guy. That's just, anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give the story a 10 because it is that good. Visuals, 8. Yes, I think 8 is fair. Characters, 10. Because even though I hate that guy now, how crazy is it that in the first 10 minutes that we met him, oh my god, I love Tarzan! Woo, he's so awesome! And then, wow, how, like, oh my god, the characters are so great. They're so, what's it called? Engaging. Like, they make me feel like I'm there, and they can make me feel so many things, and you're like, highs and lows, and it's all because of these characters that they've introduced in the first 3 episodes. Wow, really good first 3 episodes in my opinion. Audio 8, enjoyment 9. I could make it a 10 because I really enjoy getting worked up in anime. Don't you get me wrong. Like, obviously after this, I kind of, calm down, go about my day, and then I calm down. Like some people, I feel like some people think, or maybe not some people think, but they watch me watching this, and then they get worked up from my opinion sometimes, and then when I go to reply to comments, I finished watching the anime like yesterday. So when I'm replying to comments, I'm not all worked up. So then their comments sometimes to me feels like, whoa. I'm not constantly that worked up. Like the things that I say in that moment, sometimes I say it in the heat of the moment. So I just don't want people to think like I'm not like that all the time. I just get worked up sometimes, and it's fine. I should also take into account that the comments are also people typing that in the heat of the moment. So I should definitely, but then it's really difficult to respond because then you work each other up and then you respond worked up, and oh my god, I'm so all over the place. That's why I used to do reviews like I'd edit the video and then do a review and then edit the review in and then upload the video, but that takes way too long. Because then people are like, where's the video? Where's the video? And then they comment on other videos, where's the video? So now I just do my review here, first impression, this is, and then sometimes while editing I see stuff that I actually wanted to talk about in the review, but then I can't because I don't have the time to edit it in because I've already done the review after watching the episode. But usually if I have a lot to say, I'll make like a Tumblr post, or I'll put something, if it's just one or two things, I'll put it in the pinned comments. Oh my god, but I feel so hot right now. But actually it's so good, like the story is so good. Like, it's great if a story can make you feel all these things and make you think about all these things. Like, you're just like, I literally feel like, is there any hope for humanity? Because this is always going to be how it turns out. People thinking they know what's best and they can determine who is allowed to live and not. Or, you know, smart versus strong. Male versus female. It's like, we always wanna, I don't know, impose our beliefs onto others. And it doesn't make sense. Like, he wants to impose his belief onto, like, I believe adults are corrupt, so everyone should be killed. Like, that's not, you can't do that. People, that's why the world is a shit place. Because people want to impose their beliefs onto others. And then, the people trying to be imposed on, they will be, like, the oppressed will become the oppressor. Eventually. That is like fucking, because if someone is oppressing you and putting their beliefs onto you, and eventually you're gonna rebel, because it accumulates a lot of resentment, anger, hatred. Like, look at Attack on Titan, Grisha. What he eventually became because of the oppression, his people, and what happened to his sister and everything. Like, it builds up, and then eventually he was gonna, like, who said that? Who said the oppressed becomes the oppressor? Is that a quote? I'm pretty sure I read it somewhere. At a certain point in their existential experience, the oppressed feel an irresistible attraction toward the oppressor and his way of life. Sharing this way of life becomes an overpowering aspiration. Okay, now I'm really just deviating from the whole, but my point is just how I came to think about all of these things is just from his beliefs. What's his name? Tsukasa's beliefs that adults are bad and should be eradicated from this world. We will only revive the pure-hearted kids. What were adults at one stage? Pure-hearted kids. So all the pure-hearted kids that he's planning to save will eventually grow up to be adults. If they deviate at all from what he believes is right and not right, he'll kill them. Because then they've become corrupt, according to him. And then that we're just supposed to be okay with that. That would be living under oppression, because what he says is right and the rest of us, like, then no one owns anything, but then he literally wants to live in a world where everyone is equal. So whether everyone, what is he gonna do? Like, everyone gets, like, lives wherever they want. Everyone gets the same amount of food every month, the same amount of, it doesn't matter what you are, whether you're a doctor or you collect shells, collect berries, you don't earn money, you only get, this is your portion of land, this is your portion of food per month. Like, how do you live like that? I don't think, like, because then no one would want to be doctors because it's difficult to be a doctor. Like, why would you want to learn how to doctor if you're just going to get paid the same if you were a berry gatherer? You know what I'm going to say? Like, his model of life, it wouldn't work. People are too ambitious. And there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is when your ambition like takes over your humanity. Like, you like you're allowed to accumulate things and have a bigger house and whatnot. But when you look at other people and you can't say like, I can, you know what oh my god, this is so philosophical. There's too much. I don't know where to, but you understand where my brain is being fucked right now. And it doesn't even have to be. This anime is set up in a way that you can kind of just enjoy it. You don't have to think about these things the way I'm thinking about them now. I like that it's lighthearted enough for if you, like Attack on Titan is more in your face kind of like, question this. Philosophize about this. Right, what is right and wrong, morality, like it's all up in your face. But this is more lighthearted. Like you can choose. Do you want to take this further? Do you want to think about this? Do you want to think about what this implies? Or do you just want to enjoy the story for what it is? Laugh at the funny bits, gasp at the oh my god, he stopped an arrow in the mid-air. Like it's set up in a way for a casual viewer to enjoy it, and then someone crazy like me that thinks too much to start questioning and fucking doubting humanity. Like, but it's fun. At the end of the day, like I'm gonna start editing this video, go on with my life. I can't change anything. I'm one person. I can't change anything. All I can do is live my life in the best way that I know how, and not kill people just because they don't agree with my, like, that's all I can do. I can only do my best, try my best to be a good person, and you know, I can't do more than that. But what? Good episode though. Good episode. I loved it. Yay, Yuzuhira is revived. Kaiju, Yuzuhira, Senku, and Tsukasa. I just need to remember the names. Usually I only start remembering names around episode 6 or something, but I think I got it now. I just need to remember it next week. Okay, I hope you guys had fun watching with me. Don't worry that I get so worked up. If you don't enjoy someone getting worked up about anime and stuff, and my channel isn't for you. I'm gonna get worked up. But I'm feeling better now, feeling calmed. I've gotten it out. You know how some people just need to sometimes, I need a punching bag, like, pop, 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 pop. Punch a few times and then I'm like, I feel like more people need to like if Tsukasa had some therapy and dealt with his tragedy in a way that he realized he didn't project his hatred onto that person and adults in general, like, oh, that one guy was fucked up, now all adults fucked up, you know? If he just had an outlet for his emotions, someone talked through it with him, maybe he wouldn't have been maybe he wouldn't have become the exact kind of person that he hates. Because what's he doing now? He is, like, that guy was like, my beach, my shells, you not allowed, bah. What's he doing now? He's essentially claiming ownership of everything in the world. I will decide who, that we get equal, whatever, and I will decide who lives. He's claiming ownership over people's lives, saying who's allowed to live and who not. He is 100 times worse than the guy who punched his face in. That guy, that old man that did that wrong thing, probably had a shitty childhood, and he punched that child's face in, but did he kill him? No, but Tsukasa, I'm gonna just kill all adults. But now I'm getting myself worked up again, and I apologize for that. I hope that you still enjoyed watching this episode with me, even though I did get worked up, and I want to say I will try my best not to get so worked up in the future, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna enjoy it for what it is, and if I do get worked up, I'll let myself get myself worked up. If I don't, I don't. Whatever. But if you don't enjoy me getting worked up over it, you know, instead of you get too worked up, stop talking so much. You know, just go to, there's like 100 other YouTubers reviewing anime and all that kind of stuff. Find someone whose personality works for you instead of, you know, bashing my personality. Okay, so thank you once again for watching. Don't forget to share your thoughts about this episode in the comment section down below. Favorite moments, least favorite moments, which characters do you like, what do you think, where do you think the story is going? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.